My first sexual experience. Okay. So I've tried to vlog the past couple of days, but I was just sick for like a week, and so I just feel super out of it. Someone suggested to me on, was it Instagram? Oh, someone commented on one of my recent videos and asked if I would do the first time tag. We're gonna do that right now. I don't know if this is gonna be a vlog also. I don't know if this is just, I literally don't know. I'm having a very hard time. You can see the reflection of the rainbow that's on my wall. I have an LED rainbow on my wall. You can see the reflection. Okay, let's start this first time tag. I don't even know if this is the right one. Just looked it up and found this. First app you check when you wake up in the morning. My email. No, I don't check. I don't like look at my phone while I'm in bed anymore. I usually don't check my phone for a couple hours after I wake up. It's just not a good habit. First broken bone. I've actually never broken a bone. I think I've broken my pinky toe, but it was just like minor. First foreign country you ever visited? Mexico. I went to Cancun. First makeup item. When I was 12, I was allowed to start wearing makeup. Was I 12? So the rule like in my family was that when we were 12 we could start wearing like little mascara, bronzer maybe. I think the first makeup item was, is it Maybelline? The Great Lash Mascara. It had like a green lid and a pink bottle, or the Full and Soft mascara. I think I had both. The rule was like we could start wearing makeup at 12, which would be like 7th grade, but I actually was 11 because, which is so weird to think about now because like that seems so young. I turned 12 while I was in 7th grade, like a few months into it. Not like I wore foundation until I was a freshman in high school. It's hard to remember. First plane ride you ever went on was to Utah. Actually, I think when I was a baby, I like went on a plane to like Tennessee or something, but the first one I remember was Utah. First time you were allowed to put on makeup. Oh, I already answered that. First YouTuber you subscribed to? It was probably Jenna Marbles. Oh wait, no. It was probably Mitchell Davis. My first boyfriend. I mean, I had a boyfriend in preschool. I had a boyfriend in kindergarten. I had a boyfriend from 1st grade to like 3rd grade, and then again in 5th grade. I had a different boyfriend in 5th grade and 6th grade, and then a boyfriend in 7th and 8th grade. Yeah, I had a boyfriend freshman year for like the last few months, but I would consider my first like real relationship. Obviously I'm not gonna count when I was in elementary school or middle school. My first real relationship with someone started when I was a sophomore. We were together for 2 years, but like the 2nd year like we broke up a few times, and I had like 2 different boyfriends during the times that we broke up. Boy, if you don't. Then senior year, I think we might have like started out together in the beginning of the year, but like by September I was dating someone else who I then went to date all of senior year, the summer, and then he went to the same college as me, and then I broke up with him like a week after I got to college. But so I guess the first like real relationship, real boyfriend I had was when I was a sophomore. I was 14. My first car, Toyota Corolla. It was red, and also Honda Accord that was like green. I would like switch between those two. First celebrity crush, definitely Josh Hutcherson when he was in Zathura.
Give me a juice box, biatch.
I had such a crush on him, and he was like maybe like 10 and I was like 10, and I was like, I want that boy to be my boyfriend. My first crush, probably when I was like not even 2. Yeah, I really liked boys my whole life. My first kiss, probably preschool. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, when does it start counting? I guess you could probably say it starts counting when you're a teenager. The first kiss that I remember, I know that I used to always get in trouble in preschool and kindergarten for pushing boys into well, in kindergarten, I was pushing boys into the bathroom because there was like a bathroom in the classroom, you know, with just like one toilet. I would push boys in there and kiss them. And then preschool, I would kind of do the same thing, but like not in the bathroom. My first friend in college, I don't know. I met people like before I even got to college at orientation. My friend Graylin. I already knew people that were going there. My boyfriend went there. No, Graylin was probably my first best friend because we were best friends for like a couple years. But he secretly loved me and didn't tell me until later. My first heartbreak, my first real heartbreak was probably with that boyfriend, or the one that I started dating when I was a sophomore. It was probably like the first time we broke up. Because like I said, we would like break up and get back together, and we were always fighting and stuff. Probably the first time we broke up, even though I think I broke up with him. I remember like feeling really sick and like not being hungry, and my parents noticing that something was wrong. I've only really had my heart broken really like once, because that was like, I mean, we got back together and then we broke up and got back together and broke up, and then by the time we broke up at the end, like I said, I started dating someone else, but like I literally felt nothing for this kid because he was so terrible to me. My first actual heartbreak was with my ex that I dated throughout college. I'm not gonna tell that fucking story. So yeah, and it was terrible. It's the worst feeling ever. My camera's only has 10% battery. Oh no. As you can probably tell, I'm kind of like somber right now. I'm not like crazy. Maybe it's because it's dark in this room besides this ring light. I don't know. My first Instagram post. Ooh, I don't know. Let's look. That's gonna be a lot of scrolling, I feel, but maybe not, because I don't think I've actually posted that many photos. I wonder if I actually like deleted my first post, or wait, I wonder if I looked at my archived photos. This is the first one that I have up right now. It's from November 8th, 2012, and the caption is "Taste the Rainbow." I don't think that was my first post. See, these are all archived photos, by the way. Like, I have more posts than I have on my page right now, but I've taken them down. Yeah, so I guess this was the first one. August 18th, 2012. Me and my best friend in Fort Bragg when we went diving, wearing wetsuits and shit. Why did my camera just like turned weird? 7%, oh no. Okay, first internet activity, probably MSN Messenger, or AOL, or MySpace. I actually remember I had a MySpace in 4th grade because my best friend was like super adult and like had huge tits by 4th grade. She like moved to our school and just like had huge tits and like hips and was like curvy and would like wear crop tops and stuff, and we were all just like, where the fuck did you come from? But she ended up being my best friend, and she also like lived in a mansion that had like a movie theater in it. Anyway, she introduced me to MySpace, and I remember just being like, I have no idea what this is, or like how to even access this, like how do I get to this on my computer? But I think that was the first thing that I had, besides maybe like my MSN Messenger where I could message all my friends. Does anyone remember Bebo? Side note, I feel like no one remembers it and I cannot find it anywhere. Bebo existed. Why doesn't, like, is that a Mandela effect? My first job, besides babysitting, my first job was working at Beach Hut Deli when I was 15, and I drank a lot of beer when I was 15 while I was working. So it was like the Hooters of delis. Like, only girls worked there. We were managed by a guy. It was really fun. My first love,
What is love?
the boyfriend that I had from when I was 14,
What is
at the time, we told each other, we loved each other, we were in love, we talked about getting married and stuff. And like, to be fair, at the time, it did feel very real and adult, and like, but when I look back on it, obviously like 8 to 10 years ago, it's like, there's no way I could have been in love and like loved someone at that age. But then at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I wasn't stupid, like I was mature. I don't know. I would say it was him. My first piercing, obviously my ears, and I was really young. I don't know. Now I have like 1,000 piercings, but I was at Claire's getting them done, and there was a Britney Spears music video on the TV, so that's how long ago that was. My first sexual experience. Okay, first sexual experience that was consented to, that just got a little bit dark, was when I was 12. And I was almost 13, I will say that. I was about to be in 8th grade. So it was probably like August, and the only reason I say that is because my birthday's in September. So I was, you know, basically 13, whatever. That was my first sexual experience that I like knew what I was, I mean, I didn't know what I was doing, but like I knew what was going on. Like consented to it as best as a 12-year-old can. That was not only my first sexual experience, but that was when I lost my virginity. By the way, I didn't start my period until I was 16 years old, so like I hadn't even like hit puberty yet. After that though, after that time, I actually didn't until I was 14 with the sophomore boyfriend, so. And we waited like 5 months before we did it, so. But yeah, since then it's just game over, you know what I mean? So I would say like the first time that it like meant something was when I was 14, but I did lose it when I was 12, almost 13. First time you ever got drunk, I was 14.